My name is Randy Bigley. Joining me right now from the Salvation Army is Majors Tom and Debbie Grace. Good morning.
Good morning, Randy.
Hi.
Good morning. Salvation Army, I know people have probably heard that term. What is the Salvation Army?
Oh boy.
We are a part of the Universal Christian Church that really operates by putting our faith into action. So Tom and I are pastors of a congregation, but we are also switch hats, and we're executive directors of a not-for-profit. So we offer emergency assistance, food, feeding program, a lot of other things to the community, but it's a means of putting our faith into action.
How can somebody learn about services from the Salvation Army?
Well, they can just call. We're happy to meet with them or talk with them over the phone. The phone number locally is 419-562-0071. If anyone has any questions at all, they can feel free to call. Doesn't ring to our desks, but it rings into our social service office, and if we aren't available immediately, they'll make sure we get a message and we'll return any phone calls.
What are some examples of services that you offer to the community?
So we have an emergency food pantry. Prior to COVID, it was a choice pantry, but we're still packing the groceries. We also offer every Wednesday at lunchtime a hot meal. We are opening this fall an after-school tutoring program in partnership with Bucyrus City Schools. We do some seasonal services, such as we did Thanksgiving food boxes upcoming. We're going to be doing Easter food boxes and Easter baskets for kids. That's for families. We also do Christmas assistance, toys, clothing, food, and we do a community Thanksgiving meal. What we're doing, we're serving a lot more county-wide right now. We're finding our zip codes, people are coming in because we're the only Salvation Army location in Crawford County. We're trying to work with other agencies and organizations to really partner together to fill in gaps in service.
And we will officially very soon be announcing a slight name change. It will be the Salvation Army of Crawford County, because we are serving the entire county. So that'll be, the Salvation Army is a large ship that turns slowly.
Right.
But we're excited about the opportunity to serve the county. We'll be making changes in how those services are delivered. There'll be some communities that will be taking our services to one day a week or 2 days a week, so they don't have to come all the way into Bucyrus. So we're excited about that change coming in the future.
When you were just Bucyrus, now you're all Crawford County, right?
Right. Exactly.
One of the other services
Yeah.
that I didn't mention, which I think is an important one, because culturally I think this is a population that gets left behind, and that's our seniors. And we see a significant need in the senior population, and a lot of them are raising grandchildren and great-grandchildren.
Sure.
Right.
But we work with the Second Harvest Food Bank out of Lorraine, and we do a senior box program. So monthly, seniors who qualify can get a monthly food box.
Oh, wow, that's great.
And that's one of the services that we feel countywide is probably needed. We don't want to go and step on anyone's toes or offer service that's not needed, but working with other agencies and organizations. I think the countywide piece going out into the county, we're hoping to be able to hire someone, and one of the things that she'll be doing is looking out into the county and seeing where there's needs. We'll roll that out slowly, needs-based. Really, we're looking at galleon initially, but hopefully in the next few months we'll be able to get that in place. We don't want to open a location there. We want to partner with someone and go there. Yes.
The only downside is that our business cards are less than 6 months old, and now they need to be changed.
That happens, doesn't it? Unfortunately.
Yeah, it does, more than we would like, frankly. Although in our career, frankly, Randy, this is our 6th appointment, and we've been going at it 30 years. That is very unusual as a Salvation Army officer. And normally they try for 5-year stays in an appointment. They're not always successful, but we're on our 6th. We spent 15 years in Wadsworth.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
love the community.
And you ended up down here in Bucyrus.
And we love this community.
Yeah.
We came here from Canton.
Mm-hmm.
I spoke to the men's prayer breakfast today, and I described that as going from hell to heaven.
Yeah,
you
really.
know?
Yeah. It's a whole different, whole different world down here,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
Hopefully nobody from Canton listens to this.
Right.
One of the amazing things
Yeah.
about Bucyrus is that people walk with their heads up.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And
They speak to you.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
right,
mean,
sure.
people
sure.
may not think that's a big deal, but let me tell you, it's a big deal.
That
And
is.
especially in the work that we do,
Yes.
catching the eye and having conversation,
Mhm.
it's important. It's important for us
Sure.
because in those conversations, we learn the needs of a community. Whether it's citizens, the average citizen, or it's community leaders. Debbie and I have always believed that our responsibility is, in whatever community we go into, Randy, our first responsibility is to learn the community
Sure.
and their needs, and not believe that whatever we're bringing to the table is the answer. And so we try and stay informed.
One, it's our home while we're
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
It's
right,
where we
yeah.
live and we wanna be a
Mhm.
part of.
Yeah.
And how long have you been in Bucyrus, did you say?
Since July first.
Since July 1st.
Really? So you're kind of
Yeah.
newbies out here,
Yeah.
yeah,
We
yeah.
are.
So when
Good.
I said the
Yeah.
business cards, we
Sure,
just
right.
got it.
Right, well, welcome to Bucyrus.
Oh, we love it, man. We
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
Just
Our spiritual
Yeah.
services are another
Yeah.
important
Mhm.
part because that's why we do the rest of it.
Mhm.
And so we pastor a congregation, we offer some other things like a women's group or
Mhm.
some youth programs,
Mhm.
Bible studies in addition to worship on Sunday.
mhm.
Wow, okay, so I don't think people realize what all the
Right.
Salvation Army does,
Right.
what you guys do, yeah.
Well, and one of the ways that we're trying to, I don't wanna say combat that, one of the ways we're trying to change that perception is that we use our Facebook page quite a bit. We even use it now for ministry services, devotionals, sitting in front of this soundboard.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I know nothing about this stuff. So I will
Yeah.
eventually have our worship services up on
There you
Sunday.
go, there you go,
When
yeah.
I can get the digital camera to last
Yeah.
more than 30 minutes.
I understand.
Sometimes it's a little windy.
Right, yeah, exactly. You know, people just think of the Salvation Army as what you see every Christmas time,
Yeah.
ringing the bells.
Right.
Like, oh, it's good that you guys came in, 'cause I think people need to know what all you guys do.
Well, and I think
Yeah.
very germane to our times right now is that the Army has 10 locations in the
Mhm.
Ukraine.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
And
wow,
they
yeah,
are
yeah.
operating and serving even
Wow.
now.
They
Wow.
stayed and they're
Yeah.
serving.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's fantastic.
And certainly on the receiving end in Poland, the Army is very busy.
Mhm.
We have a number of locations in Poland. They're sheltering and feeding and those kinds of things. It's an international organization,
31 or
31
32 countries.
around the
Wow.
world.
Wow, yeah.
It looks different in other countries.
Mhm.
Maybe not as much social services in other countries. But yeah, the Army is international, founded in 1865, back
Mhm.
during the Civil War. We've been in Bucyrus. It will be 130 years.
130
Wow.
years this year.
130 years
Wow.
in Bucyrus. So, and it's looked different over the
Yeah,
years as
sure.
well, you know.
Although that building hasn't.
No. Oh boy. It was a generous gift
was.
in
Right.
1939. That has no elevator, and our offices are on
Yeah.
the 3rd floor.
Oh my
so,
goodness,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
You have to go steps to
Yeah,
access it
yeah.
anywhere.
And we are in the process of looking for a new facility now.
Mhm.
There is a generous benefactor who will help make that happen so that we can facilitate additional services.
Yeah.
That new facility will have other partners in it from the community, other social service agencies. Just completed putting together a partnership with First Tee,
Mhm.
who will come in and be a part of our learning center, our after-school education program, and we're gonna use their curriculum for the character building side.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
a great curriculum, just
Yeah.
fantastic. And hopefully teach kids to play golf and that kind of thing.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Yeah. So I
That's
guess-
awesome, yeah,
so
yeah.
I guess you know I like to play golf.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I like the way you kind of put that in there.
That comes into almost every conversation.
I understand.
It does.
No, lately it's the German
Yeah.
short-haired pointer. Who, by the way, Randy, we
Yeah.
named Bunker.
Parker, okay. That's awesome.
He's also a great sermon illustration
I
on a
bet.
weekly basis.
I bet he is.
And
Oh,
actually,
he is.
Yeah.
we lost the pointer
Yeah.
about a month before
Oh,
we
yeah.
moved here.
Yeah.
And his name was Bogey.
Okay.
So you know what?
I know exactly what I know. But if someone is needing services of the Salvation Army,
Sure.
how do they get in contact with you?
Yep.
Well, our services, our pantry services operate by appointment, not that we won't take care of someone if there's an emergency and they come in, but we prefer to call so we don't keep them waiting and we're prepared for them. And that's that 419-562-0071, and they can just ask for a pantry appointment. We also do emergency clothing assistance too.
Mhm.
And again, for that, they can call in, and we used to be open pre-COVID,
Yeah.
but now they'll pull and pack for them, and we're still doing that as well.
Mhm.
Yeah. Wow. I'd like some like
I'm
that, yeah.
surprised that she knows the phone number.
Yeah, no, that was
'Cause I
really good.
don't.
You don't
That's
really?
why I looked at me.
Nor do I know our address.
Yeah, right.
True.
Right, right.
I called to order pizza the other night, and wait a second, I had to go outside and look at the mailbox.
I have no words.
Yes.
No words.
Well, guys, thank you so much for coming
Oh,
in.
thank you, Randy.
I really appreciate this. This was really good to hear about what the Salvation Army does and all the great things going on, because probably more than ever,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
they're depending on you, right?
That's right.
Oh,
That's
and
right.
I don't
yeah.
see anything
Yeah.
but that increasing with what's
Yeah.
happening now because of
Sure.
the war.
Yeah,
Sure.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it doesn't look good, does it?
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't.
The Facebook page, we got a loan approved and we can finally go out and buy a tank of gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that too.
For real.
For
Depends on what you're driving, right?
Right.
But seriously,
Yeah,
there are people in our community that just can't do it.
yeah, yeah.
They just cannot do it, so,
It's gonna come up, the heating bills are gonna go up because
Yep.
the heating
Yep.
fuel is gonna be, it's gonna be crazy.
absolutely.
Thank you so much for coming. I
Thanks,
really
Randy.
Thank
appreciate it.
you.